चंदन आते हुए मिडॉन से
नहीं है.
Yuvraj Singh will be proud of me.
What has been your biggest ambition in life?
Strangely, my passion is chutneyan banana. You know, making sauces is my passion. If I've come to a wine experts, this thing, shouldn't we be starting off with wine?
From merchant navy to a successful entrepreneur, like how has this journey been? It's like,
I swear, Rinku, my active nightmare is I go to a party and I tell someone that I work at Veeba, and then they'll say, यार वो सॉस खाई थी मजा नहीं आया.
लास्ट बॉल.
If the restaurant business would not have failed, I would not have ever started the sauce company. Strongly believe that life mein there's nothing called less sauce. Sauce is always good, right? So
tell me, if you had to invite one person, living or dead, to dine with you, who would it be and why?
it's sad that I know the answer to this question so well. It will be Shah Rukh Khan.
So from being a failed restaurateur, as you have already mentioned, to being a founder of one of the biggest fast-moving consumer good brands in India, Veeba.
विरासत की खूबी सिर्फ स्वाद के आशिक जानते.
To do that and then to still make a busy day.
पहले को एंजॉय किया इसने.
कहूँ कि बस
बता दो.
सीक्रेट
हम सिर्फ नमक नहीं बताएंगे, बाकी सब बता दो.
Nice strands. Yeah, okay, got it. Ready?
The Damn Fine Live Show. 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 The Damn Fine Live Show with Rinku Madan.
You often hear that for champion entrepreneurs, their brain and mind does the talking. But for my guest today, his entrepreneurial skills have made him and his bride Veeba names to reckon with. He's a sharp dresser and very, very dapper, I can say that for sure. He has sort of rewritten the rules of the industry. He loves his cricket. He's almost a master chef, a sailor, etc., etc. We can safely say that everyone can aspire to become successful, but very few people can carry the title with such ease as my next guest. Let's see what he has to say. Please welcome the very, very fine, the very humble Viraj Bahl, founder and managing director of Veeba Services Private Limited. Hi Viraj, welcome.
Thank you for having me and thank you for the lovely introduction.
No. I'm so glad we had that little chat before the show, where I actually got to know what a sweet and humble person you are. Like,
or maybe I'm a very good actor, who knows?
No.
So,
there are also too many commonalities between us now. We share the same birthdays. Our parents share the same birthdays.
And we all share the same birthday together.
I have to first say that you sent like a hamper of things.
So I
many things.
Strongly believe that life mein there's nothing called less sauce. Sauce is always good, right? So
Good one.
please, yeah. And
So you spoil everyone with your sauces.
I hope.
I certainly will.
I hope people like them. And people say that you need to have a passion in life. Strangely, my passion is chutneyan banana. Making sauces is my passion, and I am a very, very, very proud Indian, and I genuinely feel that if we can make the best COVID vaccines of the world,
Yes.
we should definitely be making the best sauces of the world.
No, and see where you put India on the map for sauces. So thank you for that.
I mean, thank
Yes,
you,
I mean-
India. Thank you, India. I mean, I am to just selling sauces, but thank you, India. Very honestly, the love we got when we launched, I had not anticipated it. In fact, my plant had not anticipated it. We were not ready with the volumes. So, I mean, I have, whenever, let's say if I'm at a social get together or something, Usually people ask you, what do you do? If I say Veeba, then, the next reaction is, oh, let me get my wife, let me, get my child, we, this product of yours, this product, our fridge has 3-4 products. That is what really drives us as an organization. And strangely, our vision is not a revenue vision, it is to be India's most loved food brand and India's fastest growing food brand. So if you're fastest growing, one day we'll be very large also. But being loved, I mean, my active nightmare, I swear, Rinku, my active nightmare is I go to a party and I tell someone that I work at Veeba, and then they'll say, yaar wo sauce khai thi, maza nahi aaya. That's my active nightmare. I don't think I'll be able to face the world the next day if that happens with me. I have to make you try some of the products.
100%.
But tell me something, if I've come to a wine expert's this thing, shouldn't we be starting off with wine?
I like that.
Yeah, so
so this is how we start our mornings generally for the shoots.
Yeah.
And here I have the sauce expert and
I'm the wine expert. I'm the humble wine expert. Cheers.
So you have studied in Singapore, right?
Yes, I've studied in Singapore.
So how do they say cheers in Singapore? It's a lame question, but
No,
actually
I think they say
want to
cheers.
Okay, yeah. Cheers.
Cheers.
When I was researching about you, so from being a failed restaurateur, as you have already mentioned, to being a founder of one of the biggest fast-moving consumer good brands in India, Veeba. Like, what was this journey?
Whoa. So, the failure of a restaurant business is, I think God has been really kind to me. If the restaurant business would not have failed, I would not have ever started the sauce company. At that time, I did not realize that God has good plans for me. There were 4 tough years. And, I have huge respect for restaurateurs, huge, because being a failed restaurateur, one thing of a restaurant failure as opposed to any other industry, it's a very naked.
It's very harsh. The failed restaurateur, you're being very harsh.
No, but it is the honest truth, and I think exactly. So it's okay, but that's why I think it's important for us to recognize that failure is a part of life. And
which was your restaurant?
My restaurant was called Pocket Full. So they look like a McDonald's or a KFC, but you would go and... So I'm a product guy. The product was amazing. So you go to a restaurant and you go to the counter and order a butter chicken pocket. So it was like a pita pocket, but made out of naan. So a naan ki pocket mein butter chicken, kadhai paneer, joshila aloo, served with masala fries.
How many years back was that?
12, 13 years ago.
So
I think it was ahead of its time.
Yes, I was just going to say that you've taken the words out of my mouth. I don't think it was a failure. I think it was ahead of its time.
Yeah, but
If you do that today,
no, I'm very happy selling sauces.
It will do really well.
No, maybe one day. But the thing is, why restaurants failure is different from, let's say, anyone failing at any other businesses, because when your restaurants are empty, everyone knows you're not doing well. So it's a public failure. Your family knows you're not doing well. Your friends know you're not doing well. So my respect for restaurateurs is really high because of that. We have to, as restaurateurs, take so much from regulation to getting people in. So 4 years I tried hard. The product was really appreciated, but I made every mistake possible. My first restaurant was a 150-seater in Lajpat Nagar. Not a good idea. But then 4 years later, I pulled the plug. And the best thing with the restaurant business gave me was a realization that there still lies a huge gap in sauces.
Yes.
Because for my restaurants, I needed certain kind of sauces which were just not available. So I thought, why not me? Kar lete. And I had to be daft to do it, but I did it. So I'll make you try another product of ours.
Mustard.
Yes. Now this mustard.
This for the mustard.
This mustard. So I wanted, whenever I go to a very fancy hotel or, Europe, you get this really nice French mustard, whole grain mustard.
Yes.
Now that is always blended in wine and aged. So I wanted to make that mustard in India, but without the wine. Very difficult to do. But again, a product I'm really proud of. Do try.
You've cracked it. You were mentioning you're a product guy.
I'm a product guy. So I'll have it with this.
Yeah, please.
The mellowness of the whole grain mustard along
How
with...
did you crack this thing about doing it without the wine? I mean, you can make out, but you can hardly make out.
Exactly, and especially if you're having a nice, if you're having it in a sandwich, then you just can't make out. You get that zing of the mustard with the mellowness of wine.
It's very, very nice.
Thank you, thank you.
I mean, guys, don't think that just because he's my guest and I'm being nice to everything, it's true. You should go buy them. What do you generally drink? Are you a wine drinker?
So
What is your
I
spirit?
am a wine drinker when I am. So with my friends from childhood, I'm like a Delhi guy. I'm a whiskey drinker, and then I have some friends with whom I drink wine. So I did not know wine or sushi till 7-8 years back. In fact, two of my investors, our first investors, they taught me about wine and sushi. And then I said, yeah, ये तो बड़ी अच्छी चीज़ है. Then I started like being a product guy, started reading a bit about it, understanding a bit about it. And now, yes, I drink wine and I eat sushi also. But, middle class Delhi boy did not have access to wine. And, on that note, I'll make you try one other product of mine. This is our smoke oak dressing.
Yes.
So think of a barbecue.
I have tried it before, but
Oh, you have?
Yeah, I love it.
So it's a barbecue sauce. Can I serve? Oh no, let's have it with this now.
Yeah. This is a good combo.
Yeah, it's a very good combo.
Yum. But you said that we as a country like our sauces, our gravies. You have traveled and now you're also in the international market. Do you think that's predominantly in India? Like we as a sauce, ये भी extra डाल दो, ये भी extra डाल दो.
So,
Or you think this exists everywhere?
so the strange thing about sauces is that imagine sauce is the biggest unsung hero of the food
Look
industry.
how much I'm taking.
Thank you.
We are a sauce
Yes,
nation.
yes.
This is a burger recipe which he's giving. Please listen
Yeah, so-
to this.
So as I said, I'm a very proud
You
Indian.
take a burger bun.
Yeah.
And you
So this is the secret I'm sharing.
and zero fat.
Zero fat.
Zero fat, guys.
So the thing is, as I said, I'm a very proud Indian. Now, the most American sauce you can think of is sweet onion. Okay. Now, in the sweet onion, our secret ingredient is, you see these black seeds?
Yeah.
This is basically kalonji.
Kalonji, yes.
So, in a very American sauce, now when you have this, just take a little bit of it with a
You want me
spoon.
to have it?
Yeah.
Okay.
So what happens
Zero
is,
fat, I will do that.
sugar hai par, but this kalonji just gives you a sense of the product. Let me
Indianness.
Indianness.
Thank you.
So
Thank you.
so
हाँ, sweetness है.
sweetness है, and so burger के patty के नीचे मैं ये
Then
डालता
how are
हूँ.
you calling it zero fat?
Sugar is very different from fat.
Okay.
They are two very separate.
Don't they convert to the
No,
same?
no.
Or maybe in just women.
No, that they don't convert into the same. Yes, simple carbs do. The body does store it as a thing, but scientifically speaking, they're two different buckets completely.
Okay.
So my thing is, in my burger, so this
This is one and this is one.
yeah. So the Chipotle Southwest, think of this as much like your single malsa. It has a peaty pepper. So first, आपको taste
What do you want me to have this
with this. So first you'll get the smoke, you'll get the taste, and then it's got a latent heat. It will hit you. So in my burger, the sweetness comes from here, and then so it gives your entire palate some mirchi, some smoke, some sweetness.
Yes.
So in a good burger, anyways, you have to add that onion relish, that caramelized onion relish. तो उसकी जगह ये डाल
ये
देता
डाल दो.
हूँ,
So
and
you've made life easier for all of us.
हाँ.
इतनी मेहनत मत करो. एक ये डाल लो, पैटी रख लो. You're sorted.
Yeah.
What were your engineering days like in Singapore?
My engineering days were.
What engineering did you study?
So I did marine engineering. Even if I may say so, this mustard with the blue cheese on this is amazing.
Okay.
So it was a really good fun time. I did marine engineering. Before I came back to India, I was working on merchant naval vessels and oil rigs in the middle of the ocean, and LPG carriers. So uski engineering thi. Beautiful life. First we were staying in a dorm with 10 guys to a room, made some of my best friends at that time. Then थोड़े से पैसे आ गए, and then we took an apartment, 4 or 5 boys to an apartment. You can imagine every wrong thing used to happen in that apartment. When I look back, maybe one of the best years of my life, the Singapore year. And yeah, after that went out sailing. Did not realize that life can be that difficult. It was tough, but enjoyed it a lot. Maybe I cribbed a bit during it, but when I look back, and I only look at it fondly.
Those long spells on the sea is what got to you.
Long spells on the sea. The weird thing was, 2-3 things. My working hours were like, one day you do a 9 to 5 shift, second day you do a 9 to 5 shift, and then the third day you have a 24-hour shift. And you keep doing that for 3 months at a stretch. There's no Saturday, Sunday. So उसके बाद इंडिया में आके काम करने लगता था, यार ये तो काम ही नहीं है. So that was, I'm really lucky that I went through that, because working was easy. But one funny thing, we were on a LPG vessel, and we left Galveston. Galveston is right next to Houston. Just 2 days before 9/11 happened, and we left, and then the powers that run the world decided that no LPG ship should go to a dock. What if someone lands a plane there? It might wipe up the whole port. So we were just left out at sea for a very long time. It wasn't scary. Again, you have to realize that I was just 21, 22, 23, I don't remember the exact age, 24 maybe. But we had a good time. But it was weird. 1 month, so when I signed off from that vessel, I went to Gibraltar. So my friend called me. He said, you must be dying to see a good looking girl. I said, nahi bhai, I'm dying to see a tree. My fondest memory of my sea life was, this will sound very weird, ek saal mera birthday nahi aaya. So today was 27th, tomorrow became 29th. Because we crossed the international date line on that day. And you miss a day whenever you cross the international date line. So 27th se next day became 29th. And I was feeling, like young kid, birthday nahi aaya, what is this, life is so cruel. So I went to the side of the ship and I was just looking outside. And I honestly believe, I'm not exaggerating, I honestly believe God gave me a birthday present that day. Because suddenly 200-300 dolphins came and started dancing in front of me. And
that's so sweet.
And I was like, wow man, that child who was cribbing about mera birthday nahi aaya, to seeing that. And when dolphins or whales used to come next to the ship, they would be with the ship for hours at a stretch.
Yeah, they like to show off.
Yeah, they like to show off.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was fun time.
And the way you have looked at it is even sweeter. Yeah, so you did celebrate your birthday.
I did. And now when I look back, one of the best birthdays of my life.
Tell me, if you had to invite one person, living or dead, to dine with you, who would it be and why? And where would you take them to dine at?
It's sad that I know the answer to this question so well. It will be Shah Rukh Khan at my house.
What would you eat?
He would only eat chicken or grilled chicken, so I think that's what we'll eat. We had the honor of having SRK as our brand ambassador for 2 years.
He only eats grilled chicken.
He eats grilled chicken. He only eats grilled chicken. And why him is because I think the heights that he has reached and the knowledge that he has and the humility with that knowledge, it's amazing. But I've had the pleasure of spending, whenever we were shooting with him, I've spent a couple of days with him because of the shoots. He is inspirational. He's intelligent, he's humble, he is so good. So I think, that'll be my answer.
He is inspirational. He is humble. Some qualities which I know about someone.
No, not even in the
whom
same.
I recently met.
No, you can't compare
No, I'm
the
a Shah
two.
Rukh Khan fan,
So
yeah.
exactly, and I was a Shah Rukh Khan fan, but then I met him and I became a 100x Shah Rukh Khan fan.
Really?
He's that good after you meet him. And
No, but he eats grilled chicken. Forget it. If you were to make him eat something, what would you offer him? He's coming to your house. He's your dream guest. Now what?
I would, again, because I kind of know what he eats, so it'll be grilled chicken, pizzas, because he loves pizzas, and he didn't tell me this. I'm just from whatever I've read about him. So pizzas, grilled chicken, and I guess that's it. I'll keep it simple. I'll have a lot of Veeba sauces in my preparation. And yeah, that's what I would do.
अच्छा वीबा वहाँ पर भी मार्केटिंग
वो तो पक्की बात है. तो ग्रिल चिकन में भी देखो बारबेक्यू सॉस हमारी जाएगी.
डॉस करने के लिए तो उनकी मार्केटिंग तो करोगे ना उनको.
But yeah, so yeah, it'll be grilled chicken with barbecue sauce and pizzas with our marinara sauce.
So I also heard that you once wanted to participate in MasterChef.
Ooh.
Do you want to talk about it? If not,
No, I can. Yeah, sure. I mean, I once wanted to participate in MasterChef, and obviously I did not participate in MasterChef, but I had the privilege of sponsoring MasterChef, like the presenting title sponsor. So it was MasterChef had always been a Amul property. It was Amul presents MasterChef India. Last year was the first time that it became Veeba presents MasterChef India. And for and it is India's biggest.
That is huge.
It is huge, and for any food company in India, this is for you. I'll make one for me. For any food company in India to present MasterChef is a big deal. It's the biggest food property of India. So we did MasterChef, and for me, from wanting to being a contestant on MasterChef India to actually being able to present MasterChef India was a very big, how do I put, I mean it was an amazing dream come true for me. So, I go to these, whenever we go, I always feel, some of the best fine dining hotels in their coffee shops have foreign brand jams, etc.
Yes.
So I wanted to make jams, but which are better than the imported brands available, and so high fruit content.
Bon Marie, I think.
Is one of them, and a couple of them others. So what we did was we made the.
You started doing jam now, the preserves also?
Yeah, but only for hospitality, but highest fruit content jams. So I'm just going to give you a small bite.
Okay.
So try this. The fruit content is in a strawberry. I mean, we're talking about 55-60% fruit. So you can actually, so you try and chew the jam. You'll be able to chew the seeds and the flesh and all of that. So the idea is to make a very, very high. So whenever, if the 5-star hotels want to replace us, then they should be able to replace us with something which is better than what is available, so this is what we're trying to do.
So before we try the next set of things,
Yes.
we have a small game. We're going to play some songs,
Okay.
which you will know.
Okay.
You have to match them with one of your sauces.
Whoa.
Done?
Done.
Start. Devendra.
The way you make me feel. Has to be the Southwest Chipotle.
Okay.
Yeah. It's got the spicy and the, smoky. Yeah. So, yeah. The way you make me feel.
Okay, let's try it now.
Here you go.
Song is good?
Yep.
Okay. What should
With
I
this.
try? This?
Yeah.
Okay. Can I try it with this?
The way you make me feel.
The way you make me feel.
Yeah.
Okay. Next. You know the song?
Yes. For the eyes. Hungry eyes, roasted sesame.
Your favorite?
Yes.
Take care. What do we have this with?
Carrots. Now this is healthy, yeah. This is like nice. I mean this has to go for the entire range. This is like my favorite movie, favorite song, and this is for the whole brand.
Pick one.
It will have to be like, because we are known as a mayonnaise and a ketchup company, it will have to be mayo and ketchup. Yeah.
But we haven't tried your ketchup.
Oh, I'll make you try a sugar-free ketchup instead.
Done.
So 0 sugar. Let's see if you like this.
But when you say 0 sugar, you mean 0 sugar?
Of course, yeah. I mean, no added sugar.
Okay.
I'll go to jail if it's not 0 sugar. So it's.
But I can make out It's superb, yeah?
It is. Thank you. Yeah. So imagine calorie-free indulgence and less than 4 calories per serving. 4 calories, that's
Otherwise, how many calories does each serving of ketchup have?
it. About 20, 22.
Okay, next. At some point in your life,
Yeah, yeah.
you have
I've
used
dedicated this song to someone.
to somebody.
Yes. Yeah.
So when you think of whoever it was, we will not ask who. What sauce does she remind you of? What does that? What does which sauce remind you of that person? Let me put it this way.
Honey.
I have to clap for that. That's very cool. The answer.
So yes.
Okay.
Live without it.
Right, so this is what this is some like pure thing you do?
Yeah, this is absolutely pure. Obviously, I mean, so this is for only for high-end hotels. So it's very, very pure and high
Where are
fruit.
you like sourcing your honey?
Himalayan
and stuff?
honey.
Oh, you say Himalayan honey.
Yeah.
So we coming to the next rapid fire. Best restaurant, Delhi NCR.
Can I be cliched and say Indian accent because I genuinely love Indian accent.
You can
So
say whatever you
Indian
like.
accent.
Okay. Most overrated spot,
Most overrated spot in Delhi.
Delhi NCR.
Delhi NCR.
Which one?
I can't think of an overrated spot. Maybe Cyber Hub.
Okay.
But no, not really. Cyber Hub is also decent, right? It's not bad.
Yeah, but I think
Are there overrated places in Delhi?
I'm sure. Do you want me to say on camera? Okay. We are 28th September. We are known to be diplomatic.
Yes.
Okay, the best bar or pub?
Best bar or pub? I have a lot of meetings at the piano bar at Oberoi's.
Okay.
So I really enjoy the
Yeah.
vibe. It's nice.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
you know, and they have a nice So piano.
Very calm.
Very calm.
Where are you desperate to try at?
Where am I? I'm not desperate to try
Anywhere in the
anywhere.
world or Delhi NCR or something?
Oh no, I really
Something
want
on your wish list.
to. Yeah, I still haven't been to the restaurant in Denmark, which is supposed to be the best restaurant in the world. I'm blanking out on the name. It has consistently won the best restaurant in the world for a few years now. I'm
Okay.
blanking out on the name, but it's a restaurant in Denmark.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, we will find out.
Yes,
Even
please,
I don't know what
yeah.
she's talking about. Okay. The best burger?
The best burger these days, it's Five Guys.
Really?
Yeah, I love their
Five
burger.
Guys is
Yeah.
is really good. I agree with you. Best seafood? But in Delhi NCR we are talking about.
Oh,
na?
Delhi NCR, my burgers at my house. The best burgers.
At your house? Okay,
Yeah.
so guys, we will never know. But yeah.
Maybe I'm lying, but the burgers at
He's
my wife and I, we make the best burgers.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sometimes
best-
our friends even invite us to their houses to cook burgers for them and then send us
Really?
back. Yeah.
Okay, so now we will make sure that someday in our lives,
I
he will-
invite, yes.
he will make us try his burgers. Best seafood you've had? Okay, you can say about any place that comes to your mind.
Best seafood, TK's.
Not necessarily Delhi NCR. Okay, TK's,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
anywhere
yeah.
in the world where you've had the best seafood.
You know, some really good seafood in some of these hawkers centers in Singapore.
Yeah.
They're really
Singapore
good.
has
Yeah.
some. And the best breakfast or brunch.
Best breakfast or brunch? Oh, again, I would Oberoi's.
Overrice?
Yeah.
Okay.
Their brunches, Sunday brunch, we end up going there pretty often as a family. So we enjoy them.
Quickly,
Yes.
ketchup or Alfredo sauce? Because you're
Ketchup,
the
any
sauce
day.
man.
Ketchup,
Since you're a
100%.
sauce man, so sauce is now coming up. Ketchup or Alfredo?
Ketchup,
Ketchup or mint sauce?
ketchup,
Ketchup or hoisin sauce?
ketchup,
Ketchup or tzatziki?
ketchup.
Ketchup or chimichurri?
100% ketchup.
Ketchup or pesto?
Ketchup.
Ketchup or harissa?
Harissa.
Got you.
Harissa. Yes, harissa.
Harissa or hollandaise?
Harissa.
Harissa or sambal?
Harissa.
Harissa or marinara?
Marinara.
Marinara or aioli?
Marinara.
Marinara or salsa?
Marinara.
Marinara or barbecue sauce?
Barbecue sauce.
Barbecue sauce or tartar sauce?
Barbecue sauce.
Barbecue sauce or ponzu?
Barbecue sauce.
So barbecue or tamarind chutney?
Tough one. Barbecue sauce.
Oh, so
I hope my grandmother forgives me for saying this, but yeah,
I'm
barbecue
sure
sauce.
she will be blessing you for introducing her to so many more flavors.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Viraj, for being on my show, making this so much fun. I loved the tastings, like each and every one, especially your mustard. Your sweet onion, the sweet onion, the sesame. I mean, I don't even know where to stop. I love the marmalade.
Thank you.
I haven't tried the peanut butter, which I will eventually. But I literally did not have to do anything today. You took over and you made me have such a great time, and you organized it so beautifully.
Thank you so much.
And it was such a pleasure chatting with you. You are so humble, so accomplished. I mean, honestly, everyone, the millennials, the Gen Zs should take a leaf out of.
This really embarrasses me. So thank you so much for having me.
Fabulous, successful entrepreneurs, fabulous, successful, good-looking entrepreneurs.
Wow, that I like. That I will, But thank you so much for having me. And I honestly, time has just flown. I did not even realize it's been so much fun.
Yes.
Thank you so much for
Thank you
having
for
me
coming.
over. So much fun.
Pleasure.
Thanks a lot.